Hey everybody, I'm going to be doing an unboxing here for the brand new ASUS Transformer TF300T. Today's May 2nd. It has, I believe the release date was April 22nd. It's been out for about 10 days now. Pretty excited. It's got here about 20-30 minutes ago from Newegg. Haven't got a chance to open it yet. Currently using the TF101 transformer. I will say it's still a great unit. If you have not upgraded to ICS, I highly recommend to stay away. Currently there is still a lot of bugs with the transformer on Ice Cream Sandwich. You'll experience things such as the browser. You'll be on the browser or whatever you're doing, the whole unit will actually just freeze up, shut down, and restart. You could pick it up from sleep mode and try to turn it on, and the unit will just stay black. It won't come back until you plug in your charger and hold your power button down, and it's rather frustrating. But other than that here, I know that this unit does come with Ice Cream Sandwich, so I was willing to deal with the bugs, because it's quad core, man. The specs on this guy, we got an NVIDIA Tegra 3. I'm sure people, the Prime's been out for a little bit, and if anybody's done some research, the Prime definitely has some issues. The aluminum housing, it did look very, very nice, but it actually really affected your Wi-Fi signal strength, and GPS was like horrible, man. So the TF300T at the same time, it's also $100 cheaper. You got the pretty much identical performance in every way, benchmarks and everything, and in some benchmarks it does outperform, because this is, to my knowledge right now, the first tablet PC I've even seen with Android-based platform that even has the new DDR3 memory inside of it. And so I mean, like, the ASUS Transformer runs DDR2 667 if you do have the Tegra 2 250 chip, and then the Prime does run DDR2 1000 megahertz. And I've heard 1066. It's speculation all over, but the TF300 actually runs DDR3 1333, and I was really impressed to see that. The other thing, the NVIDIA Tegra 3 has an integrated SATA 2 controller now, so that's great. That your flash RAM, this has 32 gigs of flash RAM, and what's going to happen is you're going to get 2 to 6 times performance compared to your traditional eMMC flash storage that they were using before. And other than that, Tegra 3, it also has support for I read that the 360, the Wiimotes, the Xbox 360 controllers, I'm sorry, I already said that, the PS3 as well, even some Logitech PC controllers, they can wirelessly sync up with this guy, and you plug it in through HDMI to your TV, and it just be just like a regular console. Other than that, you got your Tegra 3. It is a T30L processor compared to the Primes being a T30. The only difference between the two is this is a 1.2 gigahertz and the Prime is a 1.3. Some do believe that the Prime's a 1.4. That's actually incorrect. You do have to run it in performance mode to get 1.4, and in turn it only is going to run a single core out of the 4 at 1.4. Not all 4 of them. So all 4 cores in the Prime is 1.3 gigahertz. The TF300T here does the same thing in performance. It'll go to 1.3 for single core and 1.2 for quad core. Other than that, you got your gig of DDR3 1333, 32 gig flash storage with that SATA 2 power going there. And they did also stick in a more powerful GeForce graphics card. It's got 12 shader cores now instead of 8 on the previous Transformer here. It as well, it does have about 2 to 3 times performance on that pixel shader, so that's excellent stuff to read. The battery life was a little bit less than the Prime. The Prime gets about 2 more hours of battery life, but the battery life in this is still equivalent to the 9.5 hours or so that you get, depending on what you're doing, of course, on the TF101 Transformer. As well as they did drop out the Super IPS screen from the Prime. And the screen's very similar to the panel that they're putting in the original Transformer. The other thing is they did drop the LED flash off the back, so you lose your LED flash, your aluminum housing that screws up your Wi-Fi and GPS anyway, and other than that, I'm sure people can click back and hear what I said. I don't even remember it all, but other than that, dude, I'm really excited. It's $100 cheaper. You get the same performance. It's better Wi-Fi, better GPS. You got a DDR3 RAM inside of this guy. It's the only unit that has it. And now here we go. I'm going to go ahead and get open here. I'm tired of boring you all with the specs. Let's see here. We got nothing on the box other than your standard Standard stuff. Oh yeah, here's the colors. They are in June going to be coming out with the, I believe it's called Fusion Red and Iceberg White. Can't remember what the blue is called. This is the blue. It was also really important to me to get to one of these first batch, one of the units from the first batch, because they did say, ASUS said, either due to cost or supply, it's a possibility that they might start manufacturing the second batch of TF300Ts with the Wi-Fi card that was originally in the original Transformer, which is still very good, but according to benchmarks, this is still the same Wi-Fi as the ASUS Transformer Prime, and the Wi-Fi in this outperforms this by at least 25%, even at distances up to 80 feet. So that's why it's really important for me to, Wi-Fi. Everybody's got to have good Wi-Fi. But anyway, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. I'm going to cut off this plastic, and I will be right back. Okay, we got that plastic ripped off of there. Let's go ahead and open the packaging. Let's see what ASUS hooked me up with here. I do still colors, everything still looks pretty good. I'm already impressed, and I haven't even gotten inside here. But we're going to go ahead and lift this box off the top here, very carefully, of course. This thing's going to get babied. Alright, there she is. Man. Oh yeah, the other thing is, I believe that these new models, don't quote me on this, but I believe I heard something about them having the Gorilla Glass just like the Prime, so that would definitely be great for scratching. It's definitely weight-wise, it's about the same. It's not too much heavier or lighter. It really, honestly, I believe I read they're literally grams difference between all three Transformers, and to me, I could care less about a few grams of weight. We'll set that there for now. See what else we got. We got our we got here. Let this guy open here. Looks like it might be like some warranty information or whatnot. And again, I do apologize about the camera. I'm holding the camera with my left hand and doing this with my right. I'm gonna switch hands here. Inspiring, blah blah blah, perfection. Of course it is. ASUS. Okay. So we got a couple user manuals and a warranty card. Good deal. Let's continue along here. What do we got? Looks like we got ourselves a nice little, probably a microfiber cloth here to wipe our guy off. I already keep those stocked anyway. Microfiber is the best. Moving along. Charger, very similar. Supposedly it's the same exact power output, but it is a little bit different than the Transformer. It's a little bit not as long. It's about, the other one's about like that. But I still got your standard, whatever. Oh, this one actually does not let the prongs fold in like the old one. I kind of liked that. You wouldn't have to worry about banging those or them scratching at something. It just whatever, but it'll still work. It's your standard USB cable. Good deal. Yep, still looks to be as if it's the same port.